Welcome back, baddies, and as you can see, I got a wig. This is my first time ever installing a lace front wig. This is a 5x5 in HD 30-inch wig. Love it. It's stunning. Love the look. The quality of the wig, I'm not sure about, but I wanted to get something very inexpensive so I can try my hand at it. And as you can see, it's gorgeous. I mean, it's gorgeous. Now, I must say, it's a lot easier than installing a quick weave on myself. So yeah, I was obsessed the way the look came out of the wig, and I'm telling you, beautiful. So here I am getting the wig from Amazon. I was so excited. Got the wig. It came with, the usual melting band wig cap. So here I am getting ready to bleach the knots, of course, because it was not giving just put it on your head and go. So working with that, and as you see, this is the process of getting the knots bleached. And next I'm getting ready to mix the developer with the bleaching, and this was probably the hardest and the scariest part of installing the wig if this is your first time, because you don't want to over bleach the hair. And this was my main goal. And then I had to get it like from being a watery consistent, I needed to get it to be like a cake icing consistency, very thick consistency. So it did take me a while to get it to that thick consistency. So I did follow this lady that my daughter sent me on IG or TikTok, one of the two, I believe. And she was very detailed, very quick, very effective on teaching you in a little bit of time on how to bleach these knots. So I went to the store and got everything that I needed to do the job as far as bleaching the knots. And when I tell you, it was very, I got a little nervous because I didn't want to over process the hair. So she said barely tap on the hair so that the hair will not, because you don't want to bleach the hair, you just want to bleach the knots. So I was barely tapping on the wig just so I can just pay attention to bleaching the knots. And I did that all over the net, all over the lace front, and I washed it out, and these were the results. The results were phenomenal. I love the way the wig turned out. It was just so pretty. You can still see a little bit of the knots, but this being my first time, I just really didn't care because it was a lot better. So here I am putting heat protectant on the wig as usual, and I must say the wig did a lot of shedding. So I highly recommend that you trim your wig, the ends of the wig, just the ends, and that eliminates a lot of the shedding. So that's what I did after I had blow dried it and styled it. I went in for the final look and trimmed the edges of it. And I just took off, I think I just took off a ½ inch, so not very much at all. Next, we're gonna go into plucking. I had to at first flat iron the hairline back and get it as flat as possible. And that's what I did here. Just trying to get that hair as flat as possible to see what we're looking like. And I began to pluck. And I did not pluck this hairline because I don't want to over pluck. I was watching the videos and they were like, do not over pluck. You can pluck some, but just if you don't know what you're doing, you're beginner friendly, just pluck a little bit. So that's what I did. I just kept plucking and then flat ironing the hair back. The way I plucked it for the first time, me being the first time. So here I am getting ready to work on the part. This was actually my favorite part. Parting that part, it was very tedious. It was the longest thing, of the whole install, getting this part to get, to be right and perfect. Because if this part the parting is going to make or break the look. So that's why I spent so much time and effort on the parting of this wig. So to have a deep side part, you have to get that deep side part right. And that's what I was doing here. And it literally was the bulk of the install. So I was trying to get that so perfect. And I knew that it started right here. So, and I did use the, wax stick. And I'm going to show you, after I parted, I used the wax stick. When I got the style, the wax stick, actually, I don't really like to use wax stick because they're a little too greasy for me. But this even one was perfect. So I just, went in, parted the wig, and started flat ironing it throughout the top frontal of the wig to get an even more flat install. And I was like, the wig is turning out to be a beautiful wig. As you can see, I was working, girl. I was like, look at me, a professional and all this. And, I have to get it right. I'm a perfectionist and it has to be right. So this is what I was doing, making sure that part is right. And this is the way it looked. And I was like, oh, wow, this has turned out to be. And the wig was giving scalp, literally. I think I had a wig cap underneath here. And I'm telling you, this was giving my hair. It grew out of my hair. And I loved that. I just wish the lace was just a little bit more better. So better quality. So here I am getting ready to cut the lace. And I was a little nervous about this too. Because it's like, if you cut too much off, you're not going to be able to come from that. So I just like, okay, I don't want to pluck too much at this point. So what I did was I just simply, took my time trying to see where I actually wanted the lace. And I probably could have done it a better way. Now that I'm looking back at this, I probably could have melted the lace or kind of like somewhat kind of glued it down a little bit, just added a little adhesive spray on there and then cut it like that. But I just didn't want to deal with that. I wanted a wig to where I can just get up and go. I wanted a true glueless wig, and I wanted to see if I can customize this wig to make it glueless. And so I'm taking everybody's advice, which is they're saying cut in layers or cut in sections. So that's what I'm doing. I'm cutting in sections of the lace. And my son, he's adorable. I love King, but King is kinging. He don't care. He's going to be a boy. He is a boy. So he's going to climb and all kind of stuff. He is very adventurous. He takes risks, girl. So to the point where he just don't care. So here I am. I've cut everything off the lace where I think that I needed to cut it. Again, I wasn't sure at this point. I was just trying to see how it looks without any me not melting it. And it did come with an adjustable strap in the back. So I was like, okay, how does this look? Of course, I have to tint the lace because it's like, but so far without any curling, I was like, okay, now I just needed to melt into the skin. This was harder than I thought. I'm trying to get that lace to melt. So here I am just adjusting the strap of the lace and making sure that those baby hairs and stuff, all that stuff is going to be perfect when I get ready to cut it. So I did really enjoy the look and the install. It was a lot. I am going to try this again. So here it is. Just with no tint, nothing, just seeing what else can I do to make it look realistic. And so, yeah, here I am with the tint. I came back to tint the lace at this point right here. And this is what you've seen earlier in the beginning of the video. And yeah, I think it came out pretty darn good. So, yes, if you are interested in this wig, it will definitely be in the description box below. And I would just say get the wig just so you can practice if this is your first time. This is only for beginners only. So, yes, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.